What if your golden ticket didn't lead to a chocolate river or a room of edible wonders, but instead, back through time itself?
And you'll be in a world of pure imagination.
A time when magic lived on screen, when childhood dreams were stirred by the swirling imagination of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. They once brought color to a world of pure imagination. Now, they've taken their final bow.
I told you not to, silly boy.
This is the story of the Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory actors who have died.
Violet, you're turning violet, Violet!
What are you talking about?
It was the most unforgettable transformation in the entire factory. Denise Nickerson, just 13 years old, brought Violet Beauregard to life, sass, gum, and all.
Oh, well, I'll get it right in the end.
Help! Help!
Oh, we gotta let the air out of her quick!
But the fame that followed wasn't as sweet as it seemed. Before Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Denise had already starred on Dark Shadows, and later joined the Electric Company.
And I just finished my book, too.
Well, I forgot mine.
Well,
Her early spark in acting led to roles in films like Smile and 0 to 60. However, she walked away from Hollywood entirely by age 21. Denise lived a quieter life, working as a receptionist and accountant, and raising a family. She was married twice and had a son, Josh. In 2018, she suffered a severe stroke which led to complications. Sadly, in July 2019, Denise Nickerson passed away at just 62. Fans remember Violet as the girl who chewed gum until it changed her. But Denise, she was more than that. A child star who stepped away on her own terms, leaving behind an unforgettable legacy. Her appearances in documentaries and fan conventions kept her memory alive, and her one iconic role made her immortal.
It's on the radio and he's giving truckloads of chocolate away.
Class dismissed!
No, it's only for 5 people.
David Batley, the man behind Mr. Turkentine in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, was a master of dry, biting humor.
2? What do you mean you only opened 2?
Born in Battersea, London, in 1935, he was the son of John Batley, Clapham's first Labour MP. Before stepping into acting, David worked in his family's printing firm and later trained at RADA. Though his moment in Willy Wonka was brief, his deadpan delivery made it unforgettable. Beyond the factory gates, Batley built a career in British television, appearing in Mr. Bean, Lovejoy, The Bill, and more. He was also a key part of Rutland Weekend Television, playing the Paul McCartney role in the original Ruddles sketch. David Batley died of a heart attack on January 20th, 2003, at 67. He left behind a wife, 2 daughters, one an actress, and a reminder that sometimes it only takes one moment to be remembered. What if the villain wasn't a villain at all? In Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, Gunter Meisner's portrayal of the ominous Mr. Slugworth sent chills down spines.
I congratulate you, little boy. Well done. You found the 5th golden ticket.
But the twist. He wasn't Slugworth. He was Mr. Wilkinson, Wonka's loyal employee, testing each child's integrity. Born in Germany in 1926, Meisner built a prolific career playing dark, complex characters, often portraying Adolf Hitler, and brought a quiet intensity to every role.
It is my belief that if the attack on Poland...
Fluent in German, French, Italian, and English, he commanded the screen with subtle power. While Wonka made his face unforgettable, Meisner's talent stretched far beyond. He passed away in Berlin in 1994 at 68, but his performances still echo, especially that chilling stare, full of mystery, misdirection, and meaning. In a film full of color and candy, he added the perfect dose of shadow.
I've got a golden ticket. I've got a golden ticket.
Jack Albertson's Grandpa Joe was more than just a lovable old man who leapt out of bed after 20 years. He was every kid's cheerleader, the believer who made us believe too. Born in 1907, Albertson rose from humble beginnings in vaudeville, where he slept on subways and in Central Park during his early days in New York. He progressed to radio, Broadway, and film, winning a Tony, Emmy, and Oscar, joining the rare triple crown of acting.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen of the Academy. I didn't think I was going to be this moved.
Notable roles include Manny Rosen in The Poseidon Adventure and Ed Brown in Chico and the Man. Though he faced health challenges later in life, Albertson continued working until his final days. He passed away in 1981 from colon cancer at the age of 74. Albertson left behind more than roles. He left behind heart, the kind that turns fantasy into something real. And Grandpa Joe? He'll never stop cheering us on. His legacy remains a testament to his enduring spirit and talent.
Keep your eyes open and your mouth shut.
She wasn't loud, she wasn't flashy, but Norah Denny's portrayal of Mrs. Doris Teavee in Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory was unforgettable, delivering clueless calm as her son Mike was zapped into a TV. Her dry, detached reaction? Comedy gold.
I think I'm gonna be seasick. I think I'm gonna be sick. Now I am gonna be sick.
Born Dolores Tichenor in 1927, Norah, also known as Dodo Denny, had a gift for playing oddball moms and quirky side characters. She began as Marilyn the Witch on local TV, later popping up in The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, Splash, and sitcoms like Green Acres. But Willy Wonka was her sweet spot. In a world of technicolor chaos, she stayed wonderfully weird and real.
Somebody's touching me!
Now look here, Wonka!
Norah passed away from cancer in 2005 at 78. She was married with 2 sons, Dix and John, founders of the punk band The Weirdos. She may not have been a household name.
In a world of pure imagination. Take up.
Did you know Gene Wilder was hesitant about that iconic song? He didn't think he was much of a singer, but it became one of the most memorable songs in family film history. When Gene stepped into the role of Willy Wonka, he didn't just perform it, he became it. Whimsical, mysterious, a little unsettling, he was unforgettable.
We are the music makers, and we are the dreamers of dreams.
Born Jerome Silberman in Milwaukee on June 11, 1933, his childhood shaped his comedy. His mother's illness inspired him to make her laugh, a spark that lit a brilliant career. Beyond the Chocolate Factory, he helped redefine comedy alongside Mel Brooks, Young Frankenstein, Blazing Saddles, The Producers. He wrote, directed, even won an Emmy for Will and Grace. Off-screen, he faced deep loss, including the death of his wife, Gilda Radner. In 2016, he passed away at 83, listening to Over the Rainbow. Gene Wilder made us believe in the impossible. He was the dreamer behind the dream. Rest in peace. As Mrs. Gloop, the proud and indulgent mother of Augustus, Ursula Wright left an indelible mark on Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, 1971. Born in Wuppertal, Germany in 1914, Wright was a German character actress known for her presence and memorable performances. She didn't chase fame, but instead focused on delivering solid roles in German films and television shows. Her portrayal of Mrs. Gloop, with her distinctive accent and flustered reactions, remains iconic.
Save some room for later.
After her time in the spotlight, Wright stepped away, leaving behind a legacy that is cherished by generations of fans. She passed away in 1998 at the age of 84, leaving little public trace but a lasting impression on those who remember her as the frantic mother calling after her son as he swept into the chocolate river. Her brief but impactful role has sealed her place in cinematic history.
Just come back! Where is he?
Might get all the laughs, but the parental panic was palpable. Leonard Stone played Sam Beauregard, Violet's loving and indulgent dad, in the 1971 film Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Violet, now don't you do anything stupid.
Born in 1923, Stone was a seasoned actor with over 120 television credits, from Perry Mason to L.A. Law. His face was recognizable, even if his name wasn't. Stone brought warmth and support to Sam Beauregard, the kind of father who backed his gum-chewing daughter all the way into blueberry oblivion. Beyond Willy Wonka, Stone had a storied career, including a Tony Award nomination for the musical Redhead and service in the Navy during World War II. He left behind a legacy of character work, and one iconic role that still pops like bubblegum in our memories. Stone passed away in 2011 at the age of 87, just a day before his birthday after a battle with cancer. His legacy continues to entertain audiences today. Before the chocolate rivers and golden tickets, there was cabbage soup and quiet hope. Diana Soule, as Mrs. Bucket, gave Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory its emotional core, warm, steady, and endlessly kind.
No need to frown.
Though her singing voice in Cheer Up Charlie was dubbed Her on-screen presence anchored the story with a mother's love. Off-screen, Soule lived humbly, dedicating herself to humanitarian work, notably running a free tutoring program for underprivileged children in Washington, D.C. for nearly 25 years. She returned to acting with roles in Clear and Present Danger and Guarding Tess in 1994, and later voiced characters in Fallout 3 in 2008.
Recent events have made the world seem like a better place.
Diana Soule passed away in 2018 at the age of 88. Though not a Hollywood star, she was the heart of Willy Wonka, and her warmth still lingers long after the credits roll. Her legacy as a devoted mother figure and her contributions to her community remain cherished. Their faces live forever in a world dipped in chocolate and painted with wonder, but in real life, their stories have reached the final chapter. The actors of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory left behind more than performances. They left behind pieces of our childhood. Which one of these stars lives brightest in your memory? And what would you do if you had one more golden ticket to say goodbye? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe for more journeys through the stories behind the screen. Their world may have been pure imagination, but their legacy is heartbreakingly real. Until next time, keep the magic alive.